With 50 years of expertise in developing innovative approaches to create permanent, affordable workforce and mixed-income housing, and integrated, vibrant communities, now more than ever, the Planning Office for Urban Affairs recognizes the importance of their mission to work for social justice and provide safe and stable housing to underserved communities. Let's take a look at the impact of their work, the range of properties they've developed, the legislature they've influenced, and the lives of residents they've transformed over the past 50 years.
The Planning Office for Urban Affairs, POUA for short, is a nonprofit housing developer and social justice ministry associated with the Archdiocese of Boston. We strive to create vibrant communities by developing places where people of modest means can live with dignity and respect in homes they can afford. 2020 marks a half-century of serving the varied communities throughout the Boston Archdiocese, and our work has become even more urgent at a time like this. As one of the leading diocesan housing ministries for the Catholic Church in America, POUA has created nearly 3,000 units of affordable and mixed-income housing that provide homes for more than 11,000 people.
These past 50 years have seen incredible changes in our country and our city, economically, politically, socially. Let's look back at all we've accomplished and ahead to all we still hope to do. The Planning Office was established in 1969 by the Roman Catholic Archdiocese of Boston under the leadership of Monsignor Groden and Cardinal Cushing. In the early 1970s, Archbishop Medeiros announced that the issue of safe and adequate housing was a social justice issue, and in response, the Planning Office would develop affordable and moderate income housing. At the core of this effort was the firm belief that affordable housing is needed in every municipality, and that it both enhances the community and supports those who live and serve in the community. In carrying out this work, the Archbishop expressed that POUA's goal was to raise the lack of affordable housing to a spiritual level, where every dollar and every positive gesture became a symbol of hope, a sign that someone cares, where equal justice for all depends upon equal opportunity.
The Planning Office does some of the most creative and complex and mission-driven developments that there are in the United States of America. The heart of the work of the office is about justice and social justice. And that's what attracted me to it the most. That's what I feel most deeply about it. It is for all people to live together with dignity and respect in homes they can afford. Housing is a human right, and it is the foundation for all human development.
Based on this vision, here are some of the highlights of what POUA was able to accomplish in the ensuing decades. Kent Village, Scituate, one of the first housing developments permitted under Chapter 40B, an affordable place where families have been able to live for nearly 40 years. West End Place, Boston, was developed into an innovative mixed-income cooperative condominium in an area overtaken by luxury housing. Rollins Square, Boston, where formerly homeless households, moderate income, and market-rate homebuyers live in an economically integrated and diverse community. St. Aidan Brookline, a redevelopment of the former St. Aidan Parish, provides for an underserved population in an affluent suburban community. 135 Lafayette, Salem, is a 51-unit development with affordable workforce housing and 4,000 square feet of first-floor commercial space. Upham's Crossing, Dorchester, was a collaborative partnership with St. Mary's Center for Women and Children and Holy Family Parish, with 25% of the units set aside as permanent housing for formerly homeless families. Safe Haven was the first safe house in Boston for victims of human trafficking, developed in coordination with the Eva Center and Casa Myrna Vasquez. Bethany Apartments Hanover is a conversion of an historic building on Cardinal Cushing Center's campus into mixed-income family housing.
Harbor Place is in Haverhill, Massachusetts. It's located on the Merrimack River. The commercial building has corporate offices. It has UMass Lowell Satellite Campus. It has a TV station on the first floor and a new restaurant. In the residential building, there's 50 apartments that are workforce housing, and then there's 30 apartments that are market rate housing. The planning office, along with the Greater Haverhill Foundation, were 50-50 in every single thing that we did with the city. It's a unique community that has been embraced by everybody that lives there. POUA continues to address the issue of one family at a time, of helping them find homes that really are the basis for success.
Purchasing and renovating the Union Building was part of the St. Francis House's strategic plan. We know how to care for people who are experiencing homelessness. We know how to help people move beyond that experience. What we don't know is how to build affordable housing. The planning office has been doing this for 50 years. They preserved the architecture of the building, the exposed brick, the high ceilings, the beautiful windows. All of that stayed. For some of the men and women that are living at the Union, this is their first home in years, decades for some. For the planning office to restore the Union Building, it actually restored people's lives. It helped them plant roots.
Altogether, this work represents developments with financing in excess of $650 million.
Every community needs a mix of housing in order to be healthy, vibrant, and inclusive. Our two most prominent efforts in this regard relate to the Massachusetts Chapter 40B Comprehensive Permit Law and the Chapter 40R Smart Growth, Zoning, and Housing Production Law. These laws are valuable tools that have prompted many cities and towns to build homes for those who would otherwise be unable to secure adequate housing. The Archdiocese was instrumental in getting 40B passed 50 years ago. POUA, in fact, has developed more Chapter 40B housing than most any other nonprofit.
I've been homeless for 21 years. Once you get in this building, it's like a whole new world, you know? I mean, since I've been in here, I say to myself all the time, this is unbelievable.
Living here at Uphand Crossing has been a big change in my life. Just being here and be able to come downstairs and sit in the lobby, use the gym, the computer room. It made me feel real good about myself, that I know I can grow even further.
Living in Kent Village has made a big difference. It's given me comfort, security, and knowing that I'm able to afford it.
They help you by getting you back on your feet and make you kind of get going again and being able to rebuild your life again, basically. I wouldn't be anyplace else. Situate and Kent is my home.
In a world where the need and demand for safe, decent housing becomes more pronounced each day, this work would not be possible without the support of our financial partners, including Bank of America.
On behalf of my colleagues at Bank of America, I'm thrilled to be with you today. Bank of America is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the Planning Office for Urban Affairs 50th Anniversary Celebration. The Planning Office for Urban Affairs has been a leader in this space and a catalyst for social justice through its work in housing development and neighborhood revitalization, and we couldn't be prouder of the work you've accomplished. And we are grateful to play a role in building a thriving community. Congratulations to the Planning Office for Urban Affairs, and cheers to the next 50 years.
This work also wouldn't be possible without the expertise of our Board of Trustees and the relationships and real estate experience they bring to our office. Cardinal Sean O'Malley understands our mission and the dignity and importance of ensuring that everyone has a roof over their heads.
I'm pleased to share my prayerful congratulations to the Archdiocesan Planning Office for their half-century of commitment to the mission of providing housing for those in need, and look forward to their continuing to bring the people we serve a place they can call home. God bless you, and thank you for your support of this very important ministry.
The right to a safe, decent home has always been a moral obligation in our society, but the current pandemic has made it a public health necessity as well. At the Planning Office, our resolve is stronger than ever to build on our work over the last 50 years, respond to the challenges we are facing, and continue to develop housing for those individuals and families who need it the most, to ensure that everyone has a safe place to call home.